What's up guys, Alex from FIFA Scouting Tips here, and welcome to my guide to the best cheap high potential goalkeepers in FIFA 17. Today I'm just going to show you my recommendations, but for the full guide to every cheap high potential goalkeeper in the game, head over to FIFAscoutingtips.com. They've all got a minimum potential of 80 and a maximum overall of 75 just to help keep things cheap. So let's have a look at my recommendations. First up, we've got Alban Lafont. He starts at 74 overall and has 86 potential. He's 17 years old and plays for Toulouse FC. Now Toulouse wants £6.5 million for him, but you can get him for around about £6.1 million, and his wages are £7,200. He's right-footed and he's got a 3-star weak foot and 1-star skill moves. So what I like about this guy is that he's very good for his age. You'll often find that goalkeepers grow later than outfield players do, but it won't really be a problem with this guy if you sign him to your team because he's already got a pretty good overall for his age. He's also got a fantastic potential of 86, so will grow into one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and with a bit of training you could even get him into the 90s. Next we've got Nicola Liali. This guy is my mid-range choice if Lafont is too expensive for you. Now he starts at 73 overall and has 81 potential, and he's 23 years old and plays for Olympiacos CFP. Now Olympiacos want £4.6 million for him, but you can buy him for around about £4.1 million, and his wages are £15,000. He's right-footed with a 2-star weak foot and 1-star skill moves. Now he's got some great stats, especially his diving and reflexes, which are rated 76 and 80 respectively. And his price of £4.6 million is a bit more affordable than Lafont, and like I said, you can get it down to around about £4.1 million, and even better, you can actually get him for free in the January transfer window, making him even more affordable if you're willing to wait just a couple of months for him to join your team. Now my final recommendation is Miles Vilar. He starts at 63 overall and has 83 potential and is 16 years old. He plays for RSC Anderlecht in Belgium. Now Anderlecht want £925,000 for him, and you can get that down to around about £700,000. His wages are £1,275. He's right-footed with a 3-star weak foot and 1-star skill moves. So I picked Vilar because not only is he cheap, but he's got excellent potential as well of 83, and because of his young age, with a bit of training, you could actually get him to exceed that 83 potential. He could grow up into the late 80s or maybe even higher, and for just £700,000, that is a real bargain. I'm now going to show you how my recommendations did after 3 years of growth. I didn't do any player training with them, so it's just their base growth, so remember that if you train these players, they could do even better. Okay, here is Alban Lafont after 3 years of growth. He's grown up to 81 at 20 years old. That's a fantastic overall for that age. Remember, he's got 86 potential, but still pretty much 10 years worth of growth to get just 5 points more growth, so he can definitely exceed that potential. His stats look amazing: 83 diving, 84 kicking, 83 positioning, 79 handling, and 81 reflexes. Really well balanced goalkeeper. Fantastic player to have in your team. Then next we've got Liali. He's on 78 at 26 years old. Remember, his potential is 81, so he's just a couple of points away from that. He can easily achieve that because goalkeepers keep growing later than outfield players, so he could keep growing into his early 30s, so he can definitely get up to that potential. Again, quite a nicely balanced player. His reflexes and diving really stand out though. His handling has grown nicely to 76, and his kicking has had a decent boost this year as well. So he's a very good goalkeeper. Remember, you can get him for free in January in the first season, so considering you can get him for free, that is a really good player to get. And then finally, we have Miles Vilar. He's up to 72 at 19 years old. Once again, a good overall for that age. He's got 83 potential and still plenty of time left to get to that. His stats are doing quite nicely. Reflexes could do with a little bit more, but everything else is doing very well, and he cost about £700,000. So he's a very, very cheap player considering he has 83 potential. So that's it for my look at the best cheap high potential goalkeepers in FIFA 17. Remember, none of these players are trained. This is just a quick test to see how far they grow in 3 seasons. So if you do train them yourself, you can definitely get them above these overalls and perhaps beyond their potentials as well. Make sure you head over to FIFAscoutingtips.com for the full article on every cheap high potential goalkeeper in FIFA 17. I've kept the limit to 75 starting overall and a minimum potential of 80. That starting overall limit will just help keep them cheap and affordable for your career modes. So if there's anything else you want me to do in FIFA 17, any more guides or videos or career mode series or anything like that, make sure you leave your comments and ideas below. And you can also tweet me at FIFA Scouting on Twitter, or send a message to me on Facebook, which is facebook.com/FIFA-scouting-tips. Just let me know what you want me to do next. I always read all your feedback and try and improve what I do. So make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. As with Technically Gifted, you have a much better chance of finding strikers with Physically Strong than with Attacker. But as with technically gifted, there's a problem.